accept who you are and accept the judgment and repercussion that has to come upon you. The same way I've accepted who I am and I've accepted the judgment or the punishment or the treatment that's come upon me. I take it with a smile on my face. But the time is going to come where me and my people are the ones sitting at the table. And you are going to be a part of the servant class. And I just expect or require that you take it with the same smile on your face that I took it with mine.
For all his sons and his daughters won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of their father, bloodthirstiest of all nations. Not for living water, waiting to put that work in. Hamashiach gives that order, prepare slaughter. For all his sons and his daughters won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of their father, bloodthirstiest of all nations. Not for living water, waiting to put this work in. Hamashiach gives that order.
Leviticus 11, I'm keeping it.
Hold on. You join yourself into a black family. We're talking about your bloodline descendants.
Yeah.
We're talking about your blood descendants.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't allow that. You would never allow that.
Half like you know. What do you do about, say, all the mixed race children in the world?
You are what your father is.
They are both.
They're not both. You're what your father is.
They're not an accident. They're not a mistake. They're meant to be here.
You calculate them by what their father is.
I'm allowed my point of view.
That's okay. No. Listen. Don't worry about that. Me and you have a conversation. You calculate them by what their father is. Your child is the fruit of the womb, correct?
Yeah.
So what do you call the fruit? Do you call the fruit after the seed, or do you call the fruit after the incubated process or the vortex or matrix that they went through? No, you call the seed. You put an apple seed into the ground, an apple is what you're gonna get. A pear is gonna come up. The child is what the father is, because he carries the seed. So that's how we're gonna dictate who's who, and then just being mixed, it's something that they have to accept. Your son is gonna have to accept the fact that mom is responsible.
He's the best of both worlds.
You say, he's the best of both worlds, huh?
Yeah.
He's just so blessed that he gets the best of both worlds. No, it's actually that he gets the best of one world, being blessed to say that he comes from a so-called black man, and that on his mom's side, she just has to answer for something that our ancestors did, because the torch was passed to her, and the benefit and the world was created for her to thrive in, and she does. That's why you get to travel all the way over here to America for work. Ask me when the last time I got to travel to England for work. Yeah, because there's no way, there's nothing for that there.
Yeah.
There is nothing there.
Anyway,
that's how the situation works.
I'm going to move on.
Now here's the thing.
Well,
that's the luxury. That's the
feel
luxury that Justine has. Justine gets to have a brief conversation, give no answer or no remedy or no ointment. No.
I'm not God.
But you said you don't even really believe in God.
I don't believe in Roman Catholicism. I'm not going there.
We're not Roman Catholic at all. We don't believe in Roman Catholicism. Roman Catholicism is wicked. It is evil.
Again, you are preaching to the
So that's what I'm saying. So why bring up Roman Catholicism? You brought it up, not me.
Because you said
what God do you believe in? How do you get an understanding of how does your God operate? Because you said you're not God.
I can't put that into a few words.
Meaning, how does your God look at the wrong that's done to people, and how does he rectify it? See what I'm saying? When we want to throw things on God, cool. Is your God the type to sit here, watch people be wrong, and does nothing for it?
Well,
my God doesn't. My God is going to.
This is man that makes the world, isn't it?
What's that? What you brought out justice yesterday?
It's not.
I think so. You brought it in GT. Go ahead.
Yeah, all I can say is God put us here and he leads us to do it, and it's up to man what good or bad they bring into the world, isn't it?
And
really?
God just does nothing. He created us, threw us here. You said, what do I think? Give me Isaiah 14. This is what my God says.
But it's not, you're reading from the Bible. I can go read that on my bedside table at my hotel.
But I'm saying, do you know it to know where to go and to see what God said? We're talking about God here. When you ask me, you say, well, what do you think? No, my God says something specific. And that's all I can express to you. Would you allow me?
To read me
what I've read that God said.
I've read the Bible myself. 12.
Let's see if you've heard this. Isaiah 14. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21.
No, verse 1.
Verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
He's gonna be merciful. Is your God merciful? Go ahead.
And will yet choose Israel.
Go ahead.
And set them in their own
They're
land.
gonna be set in their own land, read.
And
Because right now, certain people don't have their own land. So the God that I serve and that I know says, these people are gonna get their own land. He's gonna have mercy on them. He's gonna choose them. Go ahead.
And the strangers.
And the strangers, those who are not a part of that people, read.
Shall be joined with them.
They're gonna be joined, but let's see what they're gonna do. Go ahead.
And they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
They're gonna cleave unto a people. Read.
And the people shall take them.
Read.
And bring them to their place.
Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
For what?
In the land of the Lord.
Go ahead.
For servants and handmaids.
And what?
And handmaids.
Go ahead.
And they shall take them
They're
captive.
gonna take these people captives. Who's what?
Whose captives they were.
Justice. Quid pro quo. What you did on this side, you have to answer for it equally on the other side. Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
This is what my God
Well, you're
believes.
going to judge everyone on their skin colour, is that right? Is it
I
like
didn't
that-
say anything about skin color,
No,
ma'am.
no, but is that how you
I have
are?
not
If
said
I was a-
anything
if I
about
was a
skin
black
colour.
person standing here, would you be laughing at me and would you be...
If you were a black person, me and you would be arguing the same thing that
Yeah.
a certain people. See, you gotta understand something. The English, the British,
Yeah.
the Spanish,
Yeah.
the Dutch, the Portuguese, they made it about color. We didn't make it about color. We are the victims here.
We the victims, man. We the victims.
So you can't then ask me, well, if you were a black woman, would he be laughing at you?
Why
No, he
not,
wouldn't be
sir?
laughing at you because you would want the same type of justice that I want. For
Yeah.
the people that have done wrong to you, for them to have to answer for it and for
Yeah.
total justice to be served.
Are you planning like violence or, I mean, like, do you do things through force? Because I don't think, well, it doesn't matter what I think. What I
Read verse 21 now.
Verse 21. Prepare a slaughter.
Go ahead.
For his children.
For what?
For the iniquity
Of
of,
who?
their fathers.
Is a slaughter violent?
Yes.
Did you guys slaughter us?
Who's my
Your
guys?
people, your
You
ancestors.
don't know who my people are, though.
You just told me where you. Come on, Justine.
So where I live and where I was born makes me your enemy. I'm combined with, see that? I mean, it nearly blew. I certainly haven't got much relevance. Does that make
He's
me
light.
mad?
He's light. Look at him. He's light. We can't talk about skin color.
Yeah.
We're talking about your descendancy,
Right.
your progeny.
Right.
Are you English?
You know I am.
Shut the fuck. Shut. Did I say no?
But you just told me that I don't know. You just told me where you were
I
from.
said you don't know who my people are.
Okay, who are your people?
My family.
They're English.
Some of them are. Some of them aren't.
Some of them, okay, which one are not? The ones that are not, where are they from?
Trinidad and Tobago.
So you're a descendant of somebody from Trinidad? No,
My
you
parents
married.
are not.
You married or you laid with somebody and created a baby with somebody from Trinidad. You are not a descendant from that. So you can't absolve yourself.
What about Bible? Listen,
You said I'm talking about the Bible and what happened?
Leave here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you think this is like
11, 12, 13, 14. I
Yeah.
mean, we're counting people. You had a conversation with one person. Well, two. He was talking. I took over. He has not spoken to you since. He's read something for me, and me and you were talking.
Start around. I didn't come here to upset anyone.
No, you're not upsetting me
I
at all.
actually- Yeah, it doesn't matter how I feel. 'Cause you're right.
Why
I
not?
can just preserve, you know.
That's why we asked you. We care about your
Yeah, but-
feelings. We care about your opinions.
Really?
That's why we're asking you. You think we do this for nothing? No, I want to find a remedy. I want to find a cure. I want to find a way to close up my wound. I want to find a way to wrap it, and I want to find a way to treat it with ointment for the purpose of healing. How do we do that if I'm doing something separate from you when your side of the fence? It's not specifically Justine. It's Justine and everybody that descends from the same people Justine descends from. And everybody that is incorporated with the English, British, French, Dutch, and everybody else that had a hand in it. And everybody else that has been benefiting from it.
And the Americans.
When you say the
Triangle, isn't it?
when you say the Americans, you gotta understand the Americans are English people and British people. That's all they are. So all the people that had, because again, you say it's a skin complexion thing. No, I have a problem with the Africans that sold my people to Europeans to bring me over here. We weren't the same people. Just because we both, you do not determine somebody as being the same people because they have the same color skin. People from India have dark skin. People from all of the different Arab countries have dark skin. But you know that they're not the same people as us. We have a problem with them too, because they all co-conspired together and had a hand in depriving and degrading us for the purpose of their benefit. So it's not skin color. It's about those who had a hand in it and those who are benefiting from it now. I mean, this is easy stuff. We don't want to sit up here and make it up and try to trivialize it and make it into something that it's not. We're saying, how do the people who were wrong now get a fair shake and get justice in the society and the world that they live in? And me, like you said, I'm preaching to the converted. So if you're the converted, where have I said anything wrong? Or where have I said anything jaded? Or where have I said anything exaggerative where you recognize something has to happen? How do you combat violence? See what I'm saying? These are the things you have to think about. And if you have this black son that you want to bring him up in, you want to teach him to never allow somebody to take advantage of him like that, to do wrong to him, and then try to tell him something to take him away from him. Well, if you do, teach him that he needs, and from his people and where he descends from his father's line, he needs to want and desire justice. And guess what? There is a strong possibility that as to what that justice looks like is violence. That is a strong possibility, especially because like I said, 10 times out of 10, the response we get is the same one Justine gave. I don't know, something has to happen. Let's invest in the community. Okay, Justine, would you accept that? You said no. So why do you want me to accept it? Or why do you want your son to accept it? You're doing them a disservice and an injustice if that's what you're instilling in them.
What about, like, violence begets violence? Where does it stop? It goes round and round, doesn't it? If someone...
That's the world we live in, Justine.
Kill my brother, I'll kill your brother, all this stuff.
Justine, do you honestly believe that in the world, on the planet Earth, that we're going to get to a point where it's going to be no more violence?
I have no idea.
No. You know why? Because there has to be an order. There has to be an order. You have to understand the way that people even enforce rules is violent. See what I'm saying? Violence is the way that you enforce order and authority. So as long as there is a strata, as long as there is a structure and a system and a hierarchy, there will be violence in the world, because that's the way that you have to enforce it. See what I'm saying?
I
That's
admire
right.
your passion very much. I really do. I don't need to argue with you. I do admire your passion.
We're not
and I
arguing.
hope
We're
you
having
have
a discussion. We're
successful
trying to
day
find a
in
remedy.
What you're doing today.
So do you disagree with the words that our God says? That we are going to take these people captives, whose captives we were unto, that we're going to rule over our oppressors? Is that too much for you?
But like anyone ruling after everyone.
Have you told the people in England that? Never. You have never fixed, Justine, I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar that you've never fixed your mouth in the land of England or any of the surrounding countries, whatever country you ever touched, that you've told them, I don't like people ruling over anybody. No, you come over here as a proud English woman.
I don't know if I'm proud. I just am what I am. What should I do? Put on a foreign accent and pretend to be something else?
No. Accept who you are and accept the judgment and repercussion that has to come upon you. The same way I've accepted who I am and I've accepted the judgment or the punishment or the treatment that's come upon me. I take it with a smile on my face. But the time is going to come where me and my people are the ones sitting at the table. And you are going to be a part of the servant class. And I just expect or require that you take it with the same smile on your face that I took it with mine. Perfect balance, perfect remedy. And you should love when black people rule over because you submitted yourself to a black man anyway.
Right.
It wasn't about the colour of the skin.
It's not. I didn't say that. I didn't say it was about the color of his skin. I'm saying the fact that Thank you. Because black, Hispanic, and Native Indian minds are far better than Europeans. The thing is that you guys are a lot more treacherous and deceptive. So when we express love, you guys hug with a knife behind your back and you stab us. That's the only way you guys were even able to get up above us. Because when we express love to you guys, it's not about that. It's about how the authority was established. So when you say it wasn't the color of his skin, it was his mindset. Exactly. Because that mindset is prevalent throughout the entire black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community. So when we get that rulership, like you said, it should be no problem with you submitting unto him, because you've already submitted to a black man who had that mindset. So if the entire nation and if the entire governing body has that mindset, you shouldn't have a problem with submitting yourself unto him. Easy work. And that's when we're going to get world peace. That's when the earth and the world is going to operate in total and perpetual functionality and harmony. But until then, as you asked me earlier, things will only get worse. This place is going down, down, down. Oh my God, I thought it was Jonah Hill, man.
All right.
You have a good day, Justine.
You all too.
Go make sure that, real quick. Hey, Bayan, flyer.
Negro?
Yeah.
Negro? Metro or Negro?
Negro. Give this to your son. Tell him to study it, read it. If he has any question, all of our information is on there. All right?
All right.
Have a good one.
Oh, thank you.
For all his sons and his daughters, won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of they father, bloodthirstiest of our nation. Not for living water, waiting to put that work in. Hamashiach give us that order, prepare slaughter. For all his sons and his daughters, won't fill the cities with faces. Iniquities of they father, bloodthirstiest of our nation. Not for living water, waiting to put this work in. Hamashiach give us that order.